So what is going on, guys? NanoPrince93 here with another video, and today we're going to do a product review for the iPad Pro. So just a quick little backstory before I get into it. So I got my iPad about 5-6 months ago. I got the Apple keyboard, the iPad, and the Apple Pencil, right? So the classic starter pack for the iPad. And if you guys know, with the way the new Apple Pencil 2 kind of magnetizes and charges and is kind of like held there, it's held by purely a magnet, right? So if it hits something, it'll just fall right off, right? And people always told me, like, hey, you got to find a way, like, you're going to lose this thing. You're going to lose this Apple Pencil. And I always thought to myself, like, hey, I always have, like, I'm always working on it. I always recognize that it's there or not. And then when I do put it away, if it does fall out, it's going to fall out inside of my backpack, which happened a bunch of times, right? So I would throw it into my backpack, into the laptop sleeve, and then it would fall out. But then at the end of the day, I would pull my iPad out and I would dig to the bottom and there was a pencil. So no big deal, right? Because I'm big into aesthetics, right? And having something there to kind of hold it into place was a big turnoff for me. So long story short, a couple days ago, I went to a meeting and I came back home, pulled my iPad out, and the pencil was gone. I dug into my backpack, couldn't find it. I tried to retrace my steps to figure out like when I was using it, where I was using it. I couldn't find the freaking pencil. So I was pretty upset because it's $120. It's not cheap. Even if you buy it used, you're saving like $5, $10. And there was no easy way around it. And I don't really I've tried the third-party ones, and they're just not. They're not as good. I don't like them. You guys have seen Average Tech Guy's videos on the Cover Buddy, which I referenced in my last video. And when he started reviewing that product, it was like $20, $30, right? And now I looked it up on Amazon, and it's now $40 to $50. So good for you, Average Tech Guy, for like bringing that demand up and them allowing to kind of charge more for what they're providing, right? So I started looking for other alternatives, and again, Average Tech Guy beat me to it. He put a video up today for this same exact product, so if you guys have seen it, I'm going to review it, but I'm also going to see if it works with the different accessories that I do use on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to look at the iBlazon, however you call it, the Halo protective case for iPad Pro. So with the Smart Buddy case, that one's made out of like hard plastic, so if you hit it you can hear like a clink. This one's made out of like that normal, like the clear iPhone cases, so like the soft plastic, the TPU, that's what it is, TPU plastic. So we're just gonna unbox it real quick. All you get, I've already actually pulled it out and used it to see what it looks like, but I just wanted to rewrap it for you guys. So all you get in this black box is the actual case itself wrapped up, instructions, and then a little like, thank you for buying iBlazon gear, blazing. Comment below like what you guys think type out the pronunciation. So again, all you get is this. It comes in 2 colors, but the colors don't really change. The only thing it changes is the border colors. So I got the black one. It's clear all the way around, and you guys can see there's a little slit right here, and you guys will see what that's for. So I'm going to show you guys how to install it and kind of see what it looks like. And you guys let me know, does it kind of kill the mood aesthetically? Does it not look pretty? Because again, I'm all about making sure my stuff looks good. Form over function, I like to find that middle ground between form over function, and I'm usually leaning towards form rather than function. So let's install this thing. All right, so again, I got the 12.9 variant. They make it for the 11-inch as well, if you guys want to try it out. And they're both the same price. That's the reason I got this, is because of the price. It was $17 versus the $50 that I would have had to spend, at least on Amazon, for the Cover Buddy. So all you do is, you see that little slit there, you slide this through, and like the reason I wanted to get something like this is because I've tried an abundance of iPad Pro cases, and they're just too bulky, guys. Like, I just don't like them. I always revert back to this, no matter, like, there's a ton of restriction on this. Like I said, no extra command keys or function keys. There's no backlit keyboard. It's not a ton of key travel. So, but I like it better for my everyday use. So you kind of just slide it on, kind of line everything up, make sure it's nice and pretty, and then the actual iPad Pro folio case will click in, and you hear that snap, and you're pretty much ready to go. That's what it is installed. So that way you can still use that hinge mechanism that the iPad Pro folio case uses. So then you grab your iPad. Here's the iPad Pro. Make sure it's lined up correctly, and again, you're going to snap it in like it's a normal case. So again, with the iPad Pro, you hear it kind of click in, make sure all the borders are nice and tight, make sure it goes over everything, and then there you have it, guys. You have your iPad Pro with the iBlazon Halo case. And again, it's made out of plastic, and just so you know, I do notice that there's a little bit less magnetism. I don't know why. for when you just have it on your desk, it's no big deal, and I haven't had an issue with it yet. But that, just so you know, it's not, the magnet isn't as strong down here to hold it into its different viewing angles. But again, it stays there, like it's not gonna fall off. It's just not as strong because the way it was before was extremely strong. So you just make sure everything's kind of loaded up. Let's open this up so you guys can see. And then this is why I got it. This little extra lip for you to put your Apple Pencil in. That way it doesn't fall out if I put it in a backpack, if I put it anywhere else. So you fold it up, and this is a solution, guys. As you guys can see, it doesn't really add any thickness. It's, you know, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think from a function, like from a form standpoint. Does it look good? Does it kind of kill the vibe? I don't know, right? And then you got the little hole in the back that kind of pushes out, and then you have your pencil. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out to see if, obviously it's not going to fall out backwards, but if I do this enough, it's not falling out. And I'm even hitting the middle hole right there. So this thing is not going anywhere. So if I shake it, nothing. So from a function standpoint, it's doing what I wanted to do for the price that I don't mind paying, right? It was $17. They didn't send it to me. I just bought it on Amazon. I found a cheaper alternative. And it has higher reviews than the Smart Buddy case, whatever it's called again. So, and I think that's because of the price. I think it was $17. So then the last thing I wanted to do was check to see if my USB-C dongles worked. So I have two different ones that I'm going to test out. I have the Basis one that goes on the corner, which is the one I like to use on a daily basis. And then I have the Initech one, which is the 9-in-1, which kind of hangs off the side like a dongle. So, and again, first we're going to try make sure the USB-C cable fits fine. You guys can see that it's charging. And then for this one, I'm going to remove this because even with the Apple Pro or with the Apple Folio case, you need to remove this little piece to give it a little more wiggle room. And when you do try to put it on, it's no shot, guys. So if you guys have a corner one and you want to have this solution, it's not going to work. So this is if I want to keep using this one and keep it in my bag because it's a little bit smaller, as you guys can see. It's definitely smaller than the other one. It would just have to hang off like this, like a normal dongle. It's going to look weird. And you can see it still works. The light still goes on if you guys, well, it still works. You guys can see that right there in the top right, the little blue icon comes on. And, you know, it'll still work. Plug it right here to charge. It's charging in the top corner right there. So it still works, but it doesn't look as pretty. And that's the thing that's kind of annoying me. And I don't know, tell me if I'm overreacting, guys, if maybe, you know, I should just use it because that's the way to go. But this is the other solution that I'm dealing with right now, guys. So I still don't know if I'm going to keep it. I do think from, again, functionality standpoint, this is exactly what I needed, right? I don't want my Apple Pencil to get lost again. It was $120. So I don't want to have to keep spending that kind of money for the pencil. And like I said, I need the pencil. The pencil, if somebody would get an iPad Pro and they asked me to get a pencil or a keyboard, get yourself the Apple Pencil because the third-party market for Apple Pencils is atrocious. I don't like it. People have said use the Adonit, use like the Logitech crayon or whatever. It's just not the same. It isn't the same, guys. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helps somebody out. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, purely because of what it looks like, and I might just have to get over it and make sure that my investment is safe and it doesn't fall out again. So if you guys see some Twitter pictures or some pictures that I take, or if my thumbnail still have it, then you know that I kept it in future videos. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm going to link it below if you guys want to try it out. Again, it's $17 for both the 11 and the 12.9 inch. And I think it's a great problem solver. It solves a problem where A, you can still use your Apple Smart Folio keyboard case, and it protects the Apple Pencil from kind of falling out or moving around or whatever the case may be. So again, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace, guys.